So the session this morning is all around the concept of prana, and this is a yogic or actually a Vedic word, has many different translations, but our nearest translation is universal life force energy. It's that spark that keeps us alive. And in fact, we can't really translate it, but the nearest we might get is that in human terms, it relates to our mitochondria, but it does so much more than that. So I don't want to talk too much, but I do want to give you a bit of information because I know everybody here, all of us struggle with energy. So I think it's really helpful to understand how yoga philosophy sees this and how we can use yoga to utilize energy more effectively. So I'm just letting some more people in. So in yogic philosophy, it is considered that there are 5 different types of prana, but they're all prana. And on the Facebook group, actually, Nancy, who's here this morning, asked a really interesting question, which I think, again, is very pertinent to all of us. And she said, you know, if we say that we want more energy, the temptation is to think that we need that kind of hyperactive, adrenalized energy, which isn't real energy, and it's not very pleasant at all. And I want to kind of address that in more detail this morning to say that, yes, that's not what we are talking about here. However, when we are talking about prana or energy, we do have to be careful how we use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very briefly explain the 5 kinds of energy, and then I'm going to explain how we bring them into our body and how we can utilize them. And then we're going to do a couple of breathing exercises to help us with that so that we've got a better understanding of what we mean by energy. So the first kind of prana is called prana itself. All prana comes in mainly via the breath and the way that we breathe. It's also considered that sunshine, food, our environment, the company we keep is obviously going to affect our own vitality, but the way we breathe and how we breathe is considered the most important part of utilizing prana. So prana itself is considered a upward flowing movement. It's all about energy after all, and it's considered to reside around the chest and heart area. The second kind of energy is called apana. So it's A-P-A-N-A. And this is the one that in yoga therapy we work with most. And this is what kind of addresses Nancy's question, because apana is the detoxifying energy and it's about letting go. And it's also where we work more with the out breath or exhalation. So for example, an example I use in my book is if you moved into a house and it was full of dusty old furniture, you wouldn't want to cram or put your new lovely furniture on top of that. You would want to clean out the space first before you brought in new stuff. So in the same way, we can see apana as letting go and releasing and detoxifying us before we bring in apana. And if we don't do that, that's when we might get this overactive, tired but wired feeling. The third kind of energy is called, and apana is around the lower belly, and it relates to the digestive system. The third kind of energy is called samana, which is around the center of the navel, also relating to Manipura chakra. And this is about digestion and balance. So for this, we would be having an even inhalation and an even exhalation. And it's not just about how we digest our food. It's also about how we digest our experiences and our emotions and how we can truly let go of things before we then move on in our life. And then the last 2 kinds of energies, which we're not going to focus on so much, is udana, which is very much about our expression and how we project ourselves. And then Vyana is about how we take energy around the body. So that's a very brief description of prana. As I say, I don't want to talk too much. I know it's tiring, but I think we're all interested in energy. So it's considered that we bring in prana via our nostrils. These are our main nadis or channels. So we have allegedly 72,000 energy channels which bring in prana into the body, but prana then spirals around our main nadi, or it's called the Sushumna nadi, and this feeds our chakras. Now, again, this is quite technical. I'm not going to get into it too much. It's certainly in the next book I'm writing on long COVID, there's much more description of that. But what is important, it's considered that we have tensions in our physical body, our mental body, our emotional body, our spiritual body, and that these create restrictions. So yoga is all about releasing the constrictions so that prana can flow more effectively. And I just want to add to that prana is seen as a system of light, and that also it's said that when we work with the breath, we're also working with spirit. So that might be too much. You might not believe in that, or you might do. Certainly, I'll just say that in March, I had a bit of a relapse. I was studying yoga with my teacher, doing too much, working like 10 hours a day, and I had a relapse. I don't have them very often anymore, but I did then. And my main practice was to lie down and to breathe in slowly, visualizing prana as light coming into my body, and then my body being flooded with light. So that's, very much part of my own practice. So with that said, please come to a comfortable sitting position, remembering that if you need to lie down, you can. And just take a moment or two to think about your posture. And the reason, posture is important for many reasons, least of all our breathing, but it's also considered that posture is important because it helps to keep our chakras aligned correctly. So just think for a moment about making space between the crown of the head and the tailbone so that the ribs are nicely lifted. You've got this sense of freedom in the lower ribs so the diaphragm can move and the heart is lifted. Shoulders released away from the ears. And think about your hips and feet firmly on the chair and on the floor. And then if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. And just take a moment to tune in to your body so that you're just observing your current moment experience, just allowing everything to be as it is, just observing how the physical body is, the emotions, and the mind. And in particular this morning, we're going to just see how our energy is. But I'd like you to make this observation compassionately, without judgment. So if you're feeling very tired or achy, I know that's hard, but just see if you can be compassionate and accepting of your energy. And then take a moment or two to observe your breath. So this morning, we're going to work with the energy of Apana, which I was explaining is this energy of releasing, letting go, detoxifying, because the more we work with Apana, the more that healthy, revitalizing energy can come into the body, but we can't do that. So we work with the energy of Apana first. So this is all going to be about the exhalation. So we'll just start by slowing the breathing down if we can. And I'd like you just to spend a moment or two focusing on the exhalation. So forget about the inhalation, just focus on a long, smooth exhalation if you're able to. And if you're not able to, this is something that we can build up towards. And then just to remind ourselves of diaphragmatic breathing, we're going to take one hand to the heart, the other to the belly. And we're going to breathe further down. So we're breathing into the hand that's on the belly, through the nose if we can. So you can think of the breath as being slow and low. So remember, by breathing effectively, we are working with prana itself, with the 5 pranas. And in terms of science, when we breathe effectively, we are increasing the uptake of oxygen to the mitochondria. But in terms of yoga, we are releasing restrictions so prana can begin to flow more effectively. So the most effective tools in yoga therapy are the subtle ones. So working with the breath is actually the most effective tool that we have. And then drop the hands to the knees. And it's said that we can move prana with visualization. So now as you inhale, I'd like you to visualize that you're breathing in light. And as you exhale, just send this light to wherever you feel you need it in the body at this moment. So inhaling this beautiful system of light and vitality, on the out breath, sending it to wherever you feel you need it at this moment. And then to help prana to move, release the breath now. We're just going to move a little. So just sway your body from side to side. And I'd just like to add to this that even when we're really fatigued, a slight movement can help. So even if we're lying in bed, you know, just lifting and lowering the arm just helps us. And this also is very helpful, just swaying, helps to soothe the central nervous system. And then we're going to make slow circles from the torso. We're going to circle the body slowly, as if we're stirring a pot. And then we're going to circle the other way around. And then come back to stillness. And then working with this energy of Apana, have a sense that you're breathing in peace on the in breath, and on the out breath, we're going to breathe out whoo through the mouth. So inhale peace, exhale whoo. Just do that 3 to 5 times in your own breathing rhythm. Then we're going to do a beautiful breathing practice with our hand. So for this, it is helpful to look at the screen just for a little bit. And this is also something that you can do at home. So I'm going to hold my hand up to demonstrate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the base of my thumb with my finger, index finger of the opposite hand. I'm going to breathe in as I come up the thumb, and then I'm going to breathe out down the thumb. Breathing in, up the index finger, breathing out, down the index finger. So join in when you're ready. Breathing up one finger, down. Breathing up one finger, breathing out, down. Breathing up, breathing down. And now coming back, seeing if you can make your out breath a little slower. So inhaling up the finger, exhaling slowly down. Inhaling up one finger, exhaling slowly down. And just continue till you get back to the thumb, and then drop the hand to the knee, hands to the knee, and just sit quietly. As I say, these are very subtle, but we're working with prana here. Anytime you're tired, you don't want to complete that, you just drop your hand and rest. Remembering it's more important to listen to your body than to me. And now we're going to do a little bit of chanting using the chant Apana Namaha, which means I let go. So we're going to bring the hands to the heart, remembering that chanting is optional. If you don't want to chant, that's fine. We're going to inhale, opening the arms wide, and then we're going to chant and give ourselves a hug. Apana Namaha. In your own breathing rhythm, inhale, open the arms, hug yourself the other way around. Apana Namaha. And do that twice more in your own breathing rhythm. So I won't chant because your pitch might be different from mine. When you finish, drop your hands to your knees, close your eyes, and I'm just going to give you a reflective question. So thinking of Apana, the question is, what in my life can I let go of? What can I let go of? Remembering that a reflective question doesn't require an answer. The answer might come sometime later during the week. And then take your palms to your eyes. Just palm your eyes for a moment or two. Allow the eyes to soften. Allow the jaw to soften, the face to soften. And then drop your hands back to your knees. And just before we come down to the mat, we're just going to take some shoulder rolls to release around the shoulders. Just rolling the shoulders. This is all helping our breathing, because when we're tight around the shoulders, we tend to breathe through the chest, and we want to breathe from the diaphragm. And again, this is going to help our energy and release restrictions. And then when you're ready, and if you would like, please come down to lying. So always remembering you can lie on the floor or on a bed or on a sofa. You can remain sitting. If you're lying on your back or on your front, classically it would be on your back, I suggest you start with something under your head and with your knees bent. So just take a moment or two to relax down. So you might like to just lift your head to look up at your belly button to check that you are straight. And it might be helpful to lift your tailbone and then lower it, just to feel that connection of your back on the mat. And then think about your back housing your central channel, which is feeding your chakras. So just visualize that parallel to your spine, you have this channel from the base of the spine, Muladhara chakra to the crown. And just visualize energy or vitality coming up the spine on the in breath and traveling back down the spine on the out breath. So if you like, just visualize that for a few breaths. And then releasing the visualization. Again, just observe how you're feeling now, emotionally, physically, mentally. Observe how your energy is. And again, try to make this observation very neutral, as if you're on an eagle's perch, just watching in. But you can also bring in compassion and kindness to however you find yourself. So even if there's pain or fatigue or that heaviness, just allow it. Just be kind to however you are in this moment. Seeing if you can welcome in all parts of yourself, just as you are here now in this present moment. And then become aware of the heaviness of your body and the heaviness of your head. And you might like to just gently roll the head from side to side. And then centering your head, again, become aware of your breath and focus on the slight pause after the out breath. The stillness after the out breath before the in breath naturally rises. And then if it's comfortable for you, you can stretch out one leg, then the other, providing you don't have any back conditions. And then if it's okay for you, have the arms a comfortable distance away from the body. We're going to do another visualization around prana, but this time we're going to use a sense of color. So as you breathe in, feel that you're breathing in the white light up the right arm into your heart space. As you breathe out, breathe a red light down the left arm, and this red light is taking away anything you no longer want to hold on to. So inhale vitality into your chest area, which is the home of prana. Exhale down the left arm, taking away anything you no longer want, the energy of apana, visualizing this as a red light. And then bring the palms down beside your hips. Release the visualization. We're just going to do a little bit of movement and chanting. Again, this is optional. So you're going to inhale and just bring the arms up slightly to wherever is comfortable. They might go behind the head, they might not lift that far. And then we're going to chant the palms back beside the hips. Apana Namaha. So in your own breathing rhythm, in your own pitch, inhaling. Apana Namaha. So just try that 2 or 3 times more in your own breathing rhythm. Make this the last one that you're on. Rest. And again, just tune into the sense of how you are. Allowing yourself to be present in your body. Feeling that you are safe and present in this moment. And then we're just going to do a couple of very slow movements before we come down to our relaxation. As always, these are optional. So the first one you'll be very familiar with. It's the knees over the belly. But this is actually a posture called Apanasana. So it's considered to be the posture of letting go. So it works physically and energetically, as all the postures do in yoga. So just bring one knee over the belly if you would like, then the other. And then hold around the knees or under the knees or below the knees, however is comfortable for you. And then we're going to breathe in and straighten the elbows as the knees drift away from us on the in-breath. And then as we exhale, we bring the knees in towards us. And you can add in the chant on the out breath if you like, or you can hum, or you can just breathe out. So you decide what feels nourishing for you. And just be aware of the massage on the lower back, because this is actually really helping the back. And on the out breath, to help the diaphragm, you might like to just take the navel to the spine very slightly, just to make the out breath slightly more dynamic. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. And then when you're finished, drop your feet to the mat and the palms down beside the hips. And just take some resting breaths with the knees bent. Focusing on the pause after the exhalation. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll to one side with the arms out in front of us. Now I'm going to be doing this too, so if you do need to look up at your screen, and some of you will have done this with me before, but if you haven't, you can look at the screen anytime. So my arms are stretched. First of all, I'm on my left side, so it's helpful if we're all on the left. My palms are together, my arms are out straight in front of me, and my knees are bent. I'm on my left side, arms in front, knees bent. So just take a moment or two to be there. And become aware that the left arm is along the floor, and the right palm is on top of the left palm. And then take your awareness to your right hand. And what we're going to do is we're very, very slowly, do look at if you need to, we're going to start to stroke the inner left arm with the right hand. Stroke up to the armpit. And then we're very slowly rolling onto our back as we stroke along the chest. We roll onto the back, and then we open that right arm out to the right. So we're into a lying twist. So the bottom half of the body is twisted to the left. The upper body is open. We take some resting breaths here. And then when we're ready, we bend that right elbow and we bring the right palm back onto the chest. And we slowly, slowly, slowly slide the palm along the chest to the left armpit, and then down the left arm. And we bring the palms together. Back to our starting position. And then we're just going to take that top palm slightly forward, rolling onto our forehead. And then bring the palms back together, come to the side of the head. And then we're going to cradle the left side of the head in the left palm. We're going to bring the right palm in front of the belly. And then we're going to push on the hand that's in front of the belly, the right hand, to rock ourselves. And experiment with how you like to rock. So you might like to do it with your eyes open or closed. You might like to do it fast or slow, big movements or little movements. But rocking is very good for the central nervous system. It's a very effective way of soothing and taking us out of the stress response. So just enjoy that feeling of being soothed and nourished. And then stop the rocking and just lie there for a moment or two, cradling your head in your hands, the other hand in front of the belly, just resting. And then when you're ready, and if you would like, please roll on to the right side this time. So again, have the knees bent and the arms in front of you with the palms together. This time the left palm is on top of the right palm. And if you just want to rest there, that's fine. But if you would like to join in with the movement, start to stroke your left hand and fingers along the inner right arm, slowly, slowly up to the armpit. And then along the chest as you're rolling now onto your back. And then you're opening the left arm out to the left. So you're in a lovely open posture for the upper body, and the lower body is twisted to the right. Just take some resting breaths here. And then when you're ready, bend that left elbow, bring the palm of the hand onto the chest, and begin to move the hands along towards the right armpit, and then stroking down slowly, slowly until the palms come together. And then if you like, you can just stretch that left palm a little further in front of the right hand, rolling onto the forehead. And then when you're ready, bring the palms back together. And then we're going to cradle, this time the right side of the head in the right hand, bringing the left hand in front of the belly. And again, just rocking. So pushing on that left hand to rock in any way that you like. And then stop the rocking, just rest on your right side. Feeling nourished and safe and nurtured. And then taking your time, roll onto your back. And just hug the knees into the chest and rock out the spine from side to side. And then drop the feet to the floor, the mat, or your support. And then when you're ready, please come down ready for the final Yoga Nidra, the relaxation that we're going to do. So I'll just give you a moment or two to get comfortable. So remember that when we do our relaxation, you can rest in any way that feels most comfortable, where you can keep still. If you like, you might like to rest your feet or legs on a chair. So you are taking blood and oxygen into your main torso and relieving pressure on your legs, or you might like to lie on your side. Some of you might like to sit, and you might like to use eye bags or cushions under your head or under your knees. So I'll just give you a moment or two. So just begin by affirming to yourself that you're now entering into a deep state of relaxation and letting go, the state of apana, the energy of releasing. And allow your senses to open to the environment and any sounds around you. The sensation of air touching your skin. The sensation of your body touching the surface that's supporting you. And welcome your body breathing and the various physical sensations that are present, letting go into a feeling of being at ease throughout your entire body. If it's comfortable for you, allow your attention to come to the sensation of your body breathing, just noting without getting involved. If you don't like to follow the breath, just bring your focus to a safe resource, such as the softness of your hands or an image which makes you feel comfortable. And feel as if you were on a raft, floating gently on a stream of sensation. Noting your body breathing, if that's okay for you, the coming and going of each inhalation and exhalation. Your belly releasing with each exhalation. Feel yourself relaxing and letting go with each exhalation. With each exhalation, notice the belly softening, releasing, relaxing, letting go into a felt sense of ease and well-being. Welcome and nourish the sensation of well-being, peace and ease. With every breath, welcome a feeling of well-being and prana into every cell of your body. With each exhalation, welcome sensations throughout your body while you feel yourself letting go into restful relaxation and healing. Welcome the sensations of your jaw, mouth, tongue, roof of the mouth, bottom of the mouth. Just give up thinking, release thinking, and welcome sensation in the jaw and mouth. Exhale, sensing your left ear, right ear, the sensation of both ears at the same time. Exhale, sensing your cheeks, nose, the flow of sensation inside both nostrils. Exhale, sensing your left eye, right eye, the sensation of both eyes at the same time. Give up thinking and simply feel. Exhale, sensing your forehead cool and relaxed, scalp, back of the head, neck, at rest and at ease. Sense your left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, hand, fingers, your entire left arm, heavy, relaxed, at ease. Sense your right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, hand, fingers, your entire right arm, heavy, relaxed, at ease. Give up thinking. Welcome both arms and hands at the same time. Bring your awareness to the upper chest, upper back, mid-back, mid-chest, belly, lower back, the entire torso, front and back as sensation. Let go of thinking. Sense and feel your way with every exhalation, your entire body heavy and relaxed, warm and at ease. Sense your pelvis, left hip, left thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, foot and toes. The entire left leg heavy, relaxed, and at ease. Your whole body relaxed and at ease. Sense your right hip, right thigh, right knee, lower leg, ankle, foot and toes. The entire right leg heavy, relaxed, and at ease. Your entire body relaxed, heavy, at ease. Sense both legs at the same time. Both legs heavy, relaxed, at ease. Sense the entire front of the body, back of the body, left side of the body, right side of the body. Sensations inside the body. Sensation on the surface of the body. With every exhalation, your entire body relaxed and at ease. Sense your breathing and heartbeat slow, steady, regular. Your entire body relaxed, heavy, at ease. Sense well-being, peace, relaxation spreading throughout your entire body. With every exhalation, sensations of warmth, ease, heaviness, and well-being radiating throughout your entire body, head, arms and hands, torso, legs and feet, well-being, peace, deep relaxation and ease throughout your entire body. Allow your attention to let go into all directions at once, inside, outside, everywhere at once. Welcome the feeling of simply being relaxed, at ease, simply being, enjoying restful relaxation and the ease of being, your body and mind deeply resting, just being at ease, just being, just being. The invitation now is if you would like to remain resting, please do. Otherwise, just become aware of your space and the shape of the room you're in, what you're lying on, just being aware of the furniture around you. What the floor is like, what the ceiling is like. And then just being aware of the touch of air on your skin and any taste or smells. And then when you're ready, just begin to make very gentle movements with your fingers and your toes. And maybe some larger movements, maybe stretching your hands, your feet, or even your legs and arms. And when you're ready, just roll to one side and stay there for a moment or two. Just giving yourself a moment or two to come back, feeling yourself in your body. And then when you're ready, very slowly come up to a comfortable sitting position. So you might like to start to wake up by palming the eyes, rubbing the palms together, and then just placing the palms over the eyes. Sorry, I'm just going to mute you.
Oh, sorry.
And just look around your space to bring yourself back. And if you like to make some bigger movements, you might like to just stretch up your arms and roll your shoulders. And then we're going to take one hand to the heart. Close your eyes and just drop your awareness down into the heart. And again, this reflective question to do with the energy of Apana. What can I release in my life to make space? What can I release in my life to make space? And then we're going to take the other hand on top. And we're going to chant 3 times to our hearts, like a lullaby, Apana Namaha. So today we'll do this as call and response. So I'll chant to you, and then you chant back to your heart. Remember, you can do this in your own breathing rhythm and your own pitch. Apana Namaha. Apana Namaha. Apana Namaha. And then either remain with the hands on the heart, or you can drop them to the knees and just sit for a moment or two in meditation, allowing the mind to be quiet. If you need a point of focus, just focusing on the pause after the out breath. Allowing the nourishing silence to envelop you. And then when you're ready, please open your eyes. So thank you all very much for being here. I wish you a very happy, joyous week ahead. So think about Apana throughout the week, this energy of letting go, because as I explained at the beginning of the class, there are different kinds of energies. So I was thinking actually next week I might work more with prana, the incoming energy. But for this week, think about Apana, letting go, that we cannot bring energy into the body until we've let go of our stuff on all kinds of levels. So that includes tensions in the body, it includes our experiences, our emotions. And I'm not suggesting that in the next week you let go of everything, but you know, it's a process, isn't it? That you might like to just be thinking about how we're clearing out so that the new energy, the new nourishing energy can then come in. So I think we will continue with this theme next week if you're able to come. But I hope you enjoyed it. As always, it's a great privilege for me to be here with you. So thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you whenever you can make it. And I wish you a very happy and as healthy as you can week ahead. So lots of love to you all from me and from Nellie as well. She's here too. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Fiona.
Thank you.